that Hong Kong Eastern just allowed Ronaldo Balkman, just gave like token resistance and let everybody else, it got everybody else shut down.
Exactly, they clamped down the other life points of the Alab Pilipinas team as we see their starters. Not different from the one that they started with Chong Son, Parks, Ethan Albano, PJ Ramos, and Ronaldo Balkman.
And of course, no Lawrence Domingo in this lineup. Lawrence Domingo, as assistant coach Danny Siegel was joking, he'd be ready for the semifinals next year.
Exactly, exactly.
Hong Kong Eastern, still pretty much the same. John Shu getting a lot of minutes there at that stretch 4 position as Hong Kong goes small to go up against the defending champions.
Well, we could also highlight Adam Su played really well last game, stepping up as their 6th man. But again, it's Mike Holyfield against PJ Ramos. Anytime that you see a player named Holyfield, he should be their real deal. He should live up to the name.
Well, again, PJ Ramos at 7'3", former Olympian, former NBA player. In fact, we got 2 former Puerto Rican Olympians on the side of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. But again, all the stats we showed thrown away already at this point. It's a matter of who wants it more. Is it end or extend? Hong Kong Eastern, should they win here today, that will mark their 3rd consecutive trip to the semifinals, and they have never missed the semis in franchise history. They don't intend to have a loss in their own building. While San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, that's a team full of pride. They are the defending champions, trying to be the first back-to-back defending champions, but they have their backs against the wall in this very hostile territory. I would say about 95% local in this gym tonight here at the Southern Stadium in Hong Kong.
You're short-handing the crowd. It's more than 98 to 99% here.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
So at the center position, Holyfield at 6'11", Ramos at 7'3". A game that San Miguel Alab Pilipinas must win. And for Hong Kong Eastern, practically a must-win as well, as the jump ball is stolen here by Michael Holyfield. It's going to be a turnover to begin the game. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas basketball. They will reset the game clock now to 10 minutes, coming off that jump ball violation.
It's not every day you see a 6'11" guy looking a little smaller.
Yeah.
When you're beside it, it still amazes me how big PJ Ramos is.
Right, and PJ right now, you know, giving Holyfield a little bit of a message. You're not going to body me up around here today.
A little love tap.
Yeah, a little love tap to begin the game, sending a little bit of a message. Ethan Albano, first offensive now for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Balkman hemmed in. Gets it out. Kalen Chongso was practicing that 3-pointer earlier. Ray Parks' first attempt is good for 3. That is a good sign for Coach Jimmy Alabang.
And something that he really added to his game after he graduated college. Ray Parks has been shooting lights out this year, but he needs to take more shots for his team.
Former local MVP, and here is the former world MVP. Marcus Elliott missing on his first attempt. Albano bringing it down. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas drawing for a split in this one. Albano moving right, looking for Parks once again. And here's a late cut by Ronaldo Balkman. Again, can't shoot over the smaller John Shu. 6 to shoot now for the visitors from the Philippines. They drop down to a zone, but Balkman gets away.
And that's just size and craftiness for the big guy. You see the double high initiation, Balkman slipping, and then getting a quick post up, just imposing his will underneath.
If you're going to look at it man for man here, Coach Hammer, you know that San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has the advantage at that 4 spot, and they're taking advantage of that early.
But right now, one of the advantages of this Hong Kong Eastern team is Odie Bassett right now handling the rock.
That's a sit pass inside by Bassett to Holyfield. And that's why Holyfield is one of the league leaders in field goal percentage because of passes like that from Bassett.
And that's a different facet that he gives you compared to Sam Deguara, who they dropped. He is a very agile big guy, could slip onto the post and has very good hands on the screen and roll.
And the thing is also for Holyfield, they don't really have to run plays for him. Balkman with a miss, PJ Ramos with the follow-up. Initially, Jimmy Alabang was looking for a goaltend. He might have had a case.
Easy pickings there for PJ Ramos on the weak side, getting an offensive rebound and getting a putback.
Here's Bassett. He's handling the point guard chores early. Sometimes they switch it up with Marcus Elliott. His frontal assault not there. Here comes Balkman on the break. It's a 3-on-3 going the other way. Balkman, Parks passes up on the shot. Kalen Chongson gets it over now to PJ. PJ will not hesitate from firing from 18, but he will miss. And Holyfield getting to work early, crashing the boards. 7:40 remaining in the first. Elliott trying to create against the bigger Ray Parks. Elliott got the first step, but when Ramos came out to help, he got distracted and lost the ball.
But observe, after the screen, they wanted the matchup they got. They had Marcus Elliott with PJ Ramos, which means Ray Parks will be sticking with Mike Holyfield. Good thing that he lost the basketball there, talking about Marcus Elliott.
There was going to be a lob pass coming in right after that. Albano finding Parks at the post. Wants to take advantage of his size advantage over the burly Leakey, and Leakey's going to be called for a foul.
Now giving up an inch, Leakey. Just using his body like a fire hydrant right there, taking the contact, but clamping with his left arm.
Leakey's going to match up with anybody in the league when it comes to physicality.
A wiry veteran.
Oh, yeah.
And a shot maker, too.
Almost a turnover here against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. They have 10 on the shot clock. Balkman becoming a facilitator here early. PJ, his pass batted away. 4 to shoot now for Ethan Albano. Puts it up over Bassett. And the rebound picked up by Marcus Elliott. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 7-2, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Bassett for 3.
And ODB strikes again. Quality shots in rhythm on the fast break, getting a good look and making a 3.
John Chu sending a message now to Ronaldo Balkman, and he's not going to take any of the physicality as well. That's going to be team foul number 2 against Hong Kong Eastern. And Coach Edu Torres, a little bit of a gambit here with John Chu. And wanting to get under the collar of Ronaldo Balkman.
Exactly.
That's part of the game plan here, Coach Hammer.
And of course, Ronaldo Balkman missed the last game in the Philippines by Alab Pilipinas because he had a broken nose. That's why he's wearing that face mask.
And Kalen Chongson creating underneath, making it 9-5 for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. As we come up on 6.5 to go here in the second. Bassett again, this time comes up empty. And Balkman bringing it down now for the visitors. Great pass to PJ Ramos on the run. Great connection between the Puerto Ricans.
Smooth looking layup, catch, turn, and finish. Good rundown on the middle by PJ Ramos on the secondary break.
Elliott quiet so far. He's missed another one. He's 0 for 3 to begin this game. Outlet pass now to Ray Parks. Elliott is there to stop him. Kalen does not pull the trigger. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas staying patient. And there goes Balkman again.
And another slip towards the middle of the basket. Possession before that, it was PJ Ramos. Right now, secondary break for Ronaldo Balkman. Again, getting points inside the paint. Cheap baskets for them.
Biggest lead down the game. Oh, another one for Holyfield. And Ray Parks gets involved in a push from Holyfield. And we're still here in the first quarter. Boy, our referees have to be on top of this situation. And tempers flaring early. That was a hard foul given up by Parks. Holyfield takes exception. Ramos with a shove. And the referees, 2 from Indonesia, 1 from Malaysia. Boy, Coach Hammer, they got to keep this game under control.
Well, I don't know with Mike Holyfield. What was he expecting? Getting inside the paint, being 6'11", on my estimate, around 250, 260 pounds. You need to go strong. And the Alab Pilipinas would give up playoff fouls. They won't give up cheap fouls. You want to take the game, you got to play hard.
Right. And look at Ronaldo Balkman in the face of PJ Ramos. There was a technical whistled, but against who is the question? Coach Edu Torres looking on right now. Home team down by 8. And Holyfield also gets a tongue lashing from Coach Edu.
Because it's surprising for him to react that way. Ray Parks went after the basketball. It wasn't a cheap foul. He went for the basketball, trying for a block, giving contact on the body.
Well, that's still going to mean free throws here for Holyfield. I believe if there were technical fouls, they were offsetting. Let's take a look at it again here, Coach Hammer.
It's right here. Ray Parks went after the basketball. That was a basketball play. He wanted to give up a hard foul. No easy baskets. Because remember, Mike Holyfield already had 1 slip to the basket and 1 dunk. That is a game breaker for Hong Kong Eastern if he had another dunk.
So there were no technical fouls, just a bunch of warnings assessed to the players. Because I'm looking up at the scoreboard, it's still 2 team fouls for Hong Kong Eastern, 1 for Alab. And Michael Holyfield at the free throw line was very unorthodox yet effective free throw stroke.
And we only played 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Right. Think about that. Holyfield gets it done, finally making the scoreboard move for the former champions of the ASEAN Basketball League. PJ Ramos, better be careful. You know, he already got suspended for a massive technical fouls. Second one is a miss for Holyfield. 7-point lead. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas with under 6 to play in the first. Kalen Chong-son, the former Nanhai Kung Fu starter. Ethan Alvano looking for a friend. Ray comes out. They lob it inside. That's a little too strong for Balkman, and Balkman saying relax.
Too much sauce on that pass for Ray Parks, but it's one of those times that I see Ray Parks playing with a lot of emotion.
That's right.
And that's what you want to see from him.
And we were talking about that at the top of the coverage. He seemed to be looking for an emotional leader on the side of San Miguel.
Exactly. They lost Lawrence Domingo, looking to come back really soon.
Holyfield trying to battle inside. Down goes Ramos, but here comes Alab. Filipinos on the attack. Alvano beating the post. Balkman single coverage. Gets it over to Chong-son. Can't pull the trigger. PJ with the up and under. Gets it to go. Plus the foul. And he kisses his biceps in the process.
Show the flex, big man. But look at it again, Noel. Kick out to the corner. Quick steal by PJ Ramos. If he is that deep, going for the up and under, there's very few things that you can do.
Largest lead of the game for the visitors. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas 15, Hong Kong Eastern 6. Timeout, Edu Torres. This is our continuing coverage of the ASEAN Basketball League. Back with us here at the Southern Stadium in Wan Chai, Hong Kong. It is San Miguel Alab Pilipinas off to a good start here, 15-6 against Hong Kong Eastern. And Coach Hammer, your assessment so far of what is lacking for Hong Kong Eastern? How come we only see 6 points with more than halfway done? We're more than halfway done here in the first quarter.
It's not their offense that is lacking. The way that they sprint down on defense. If we observe from post to quarter back to the other post, that's what happened on the last sequence. And they gave up 4 inside incursions on the secondary break. You want to eliminate those things if you want to close out this game.
PJ Ramos going to be given an opportunity for a three-point play. He's starting to become public enemy number 1 in any gym they visit here in the ASEAN Basketball League. And PJ can't complete the three-point play. Holyfield plucks it down. Now the points of Hong Kong Eastern have been scattered between 2 players. A three-pointer by O'Darian Bassett and 3 points coming from Michael Holyfield. Still nothing from Marcus Elliott, is 0 for 3 in the game so far.
But we know Marcus Elliott, he heats up very quick.
And great defense that time by Ronaldo Balkman on John Chu, using the pick from PJ Ramos. PJ inside, lost the handle. Turnover against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
He was trying to look for a foul since Mike Holyfield slightly swung his arms, trying to take a swipe off the basketball, but referee's letting the big boys play.
That's right. The referees have done a great job controlling the game so far, but it is still a 9-point lead for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, the defending champions. Lee Kee goes down on the cross screen. Elliott 0 for 4. Rebound out to Chong-son, and here comes San Miguel Alab Pilipinas once again. Balkman on the attack. Ray Parks will wait for PJ. PJ, Ethan Alvano on the drive. Open 3, Ray. That's a miss. Now for the rebound, it's tapped to Alvano. Wide open, PJ Ramos, three-pointer, good!
Anytime you have a 7'3" hulk of a man, and he can stroke it from the outside, and he's stroking it at a high rate this year, you gotta love it.
Well, a 12-point lead now for the visitors. Their largest lead in the game. Bassett, another 3. Can't get it back. Ramos secures, and here comes Alvano. Alvano wants to leave Lee Kee. Ray Parks. They want to get it into Balkman at the first option. Ramos, another 3. That is short.
Well, that's a heat check for him.
Oh, Lee Kee's been spilling all over the place here in the first quarter. Bassett puts it on the floor. Bassett off the glass. And that's not going to count for Holyfield. It's going to be a foul on Kalen Chong-son.
And Kalen Chong-son getting into skates. You see how quick O'Darian Bassett is with the basketball. He gets an inside-out dribble, goes to the hip of Kalen Chong-son, and he gets fouled in the process. Let's look at this once again. See, it's a very basic move, getting an inside-out and putting your hip to the defender's hip. That's how good the footwork and just a quick burst of speed by O'Darian Bassett.
Both teams starting to go small right now. PJ Ramos has got to take a seat. We have a Brandon Rosser seeing his first action of the game, while for Hong Kong Eastern, Lao Zilai is going to come in. And I don't know who's going to be playing the power forward position in this lineup now for Hong Kong Eastern. You got 4 guards at Holyfield.
With the advent of positionless basketball right now, the only 2 things that you need to do, make baskets and not let your opponent make baskets.
That's a great point. We're going to have another sub here. So it is now a chess game. Jimmy Alab is now going to field in Joshua Bistonto. So from small to smaller to much more small for Alab Pilipinas.
And we were talking about this off-wax on the top of our coverage before we started our coverage. Alab Pilipinas is still looking for that primary ball handler. A lot of them are combo guards as we see a turnover.
That was Ray Parks throwing that one away. Nice fake there coming from Lao Zilai. Getting it over now to Elliott, getting everybody off balance. Marcus Elliott is so close. That's his first basket of the game.
And that's a perfect term, getting everyone off balance. One key to Marcus Elliott's game is the way he balances himself, dynamic flexibility on finishing.
Jimmy Alab sees something amiss, calls a timeout despite the fact that San Miguel Alab Pilipinas is up by 8, 18-10. We'll step away, back in a moment. Back with us here at the Salvador Stadium in Wan Chai, Hong Kong. 18-10, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas up over Hong Kong Eastern. And Hong Kong Eastern, again, their lineup, 4 guards right now, Coach Hammer and Holyfield. Let's see if this works out. They are pressing right now, which is a great mark of Edu Torres.
It's one of their strengths, and we see Marcus Elliott getting his basket. The first basket for the ball game for him. But right now, Leaky getting a foul called on him.
No, it's actually ball tapped out of bounds. So it's going to be 17 to shoot.
Well, with the physicality, and Leaky has been doing a great job on Ray Parks.
Here's Rosser wanting to get the baseline double team. That pass is deflected once again. And it's going to be 9 to shoot now for Alab.
And Hong Kong being very, very aggressive on those coffin corners. Trying to get a trap on Rosser, which resulted into a tap out of bounds ball.
So it'll be 9 to shoot with 2:40 remaining here in the first. Parks on the inbound. Telegraphed that one. Leaky with a steal. Leaky's going to go all the way for this one. And that lead is now cut in half. Coach Hammer.
Leaky like a fire hydrant, always stable for the Hong Kong Eastern squad. And they force another turnover right here. Trapping on the coffin corners right at the middle of our court.
Jimmy Alab is fuming at Joshua Bistonto right now for missing that pass on the press break. And Hong Kong Eastern now starting to catch fire. 6-0 run now for the home team. Here's O'Darian Bassett getting it over to Lee Key. Lee Key for 3. Why not?
Why not? Smooth as silk on that shot, being the catalyst on their defensive side, making a basket, a big 3-pointer, cutting down the lead to 3.
Another turnover! 9 unanswered points for Hong Kong Eastern, and that is 3 consecutive turnovers against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Back comes Ethan Alvaro in the lineup.
And that's like pouring an energy drink to everyone on this crowd. Getting stops, making shots, and forcing Ray Parks to be frustrated on his own team.
Jimmy Alab all over Ray Parks right now. It's under 2 minutes remaining here in the first. They get tied with a 3. And that's exactly what Elliott wants to do, and he gets it done.
Why not? Tying it. Big 3-pointer, you called it, and he made it.
12 unanswered points for Hong Kong Eastern. And San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has no answer. They have not had a shot attempt in over 2 minutes. Balkman wants to change that, and Balkman misses on that one. Down goes Rosser, and that's going to be number 2 on Holyfield, it appears.
Mike Holyfield trying to get the rebound without tracking the man. Didn't box out at all. And Brandon Rosser doing a great job, crashing from the corner, short corner at that, for that offensive rebound and earning free throws.
And it looks like Brandon Rosser is, oh, maybe not, Ronaldo Balkman was shaken up in that last play.
And we got to remember, he's
limping.
Yeah, he just had his surgery on his nose a couple of weeks back.
Well, let's hope. And he's okay right now. He's staying on the floor.
So now this is a crucial part for the Hong Kong Eastern squad. Mike Holyfield has 2 fouls. Adam Zhu goes into the game. They play even smaller. And will they be able to force more turnovers on the Alab Pilipinas offense?
Well, if they continue to press, that might exactly be the result that they're looking for. As Brandon Rosser comes up empty on the first. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas almost 3 minutes scoreless. And during that time, a searing 12-0 run for Hong Kong Eastern, broken by that second free throw coming from Brandon Rosser.
And if you're related to boxing, those are a lot of body shots on the first round, and they would feel it. The crowd is getting into it.
Bassett gives the lead to Hong Kong Eastern.
And you don't want to give gas to Darian Bassett and Marcus Elliott, especially on a closeout game. Great penetration right there.
Balkman turned it over again, and Rosser gives up the foul. Just the third for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
A great defense here by Hong Kong Eastern, moving their feet, being active with their hands, and frustration mounting for Alab Pilipinas.
That's Rosser's first.
14-1 run.
Wow. Hong Kong Eastern off to a diesel start, but then get ignited towards the end of this first. We still have 1:03 to play here in the first.
Oh, you forget another word on that. Turbo diesel start.
There you go. There you go.
So once they get heated up, they've been running on all cylinders, creating turnovers and pressing all over the court.
Well, it's interesting. The tallest player they got on the floor is 6'3" or 6'4" Adam Zhu. Here's Lee Key. 5 in the game, hit a 3 earlier, now pulls up high off the glass over Joshua Pistondo.
Similar built players, similar styles of play, but Lee Key getting the better of Joshua Urbistondo, going high glass.
Hong Kong Eastern now up by 3. Rosser has remained aggressive since joining this roster. And back to the free throw line he goes. Adam Zhu with the foul.
Looking healthy, Brandon Rosser gets another baseline cut, gets one dribble, goes strong. Could have finished it over Adam Zhu, but instead gets 2 free throws.
He split his free throws earlier. And Hong Kong, one of the hardest places to win in the ASEAN Basketball League, silenced by the first free throw.
Not only one of the hardest, but might be one of the loudest crowds.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The people at CIS in Ho Chi Minh might have something to say about that. And 2 for 2 on this trip for Rosser. 3 of 4 from the line total.
And of course, people in Jaya.
Oh, yeah. Over at the CLS home court. Well, anywhere in the Philippines also, for that matter. Deep 3. Elliott, good!
That's a first stressing. You don't want to give Marcus Elliott enough juice to start up this engine. He is a machine when it comes to scoring. Second three-pointer for him. Lau
Zilai is going to be called for a foul. More free throws coming up from Brandon Rosser with 11 seconds to play here in the first.
And you gotta love the temperament of Adam Zhu. Right there, there was a lot of physicality. If you see at the bottom of your screen, Ronaldo Balkman and Adam Zhu getting into a lot of contact, and he was being stared down by PJ Ramos and Ronaldo Balkman. He was just shaking his head. He was just doing his job.
Well, Ronaldo Balkman is actually, not letting anything affect him. He's here on a business trip, as he said earlier. Rosser has been efficient at the line after missing his first. Now Darian Bassett joking around with Ronaldo Balkman and PJ Ramos.
Well, on his first game here, when he first played with the Hong Kong Eastern squad, and then they traveled to Manila, I was fortunate enough to sit with him on the plane going back to Manila. He was such a fun interview, a fun guy to talk to, and he just plays really, really well within the system and complements a lot of things that Marcus Elliott does.
Well, let's see if he can get the last shot here for Hong Kong Eastern. They got 2 remaining. Bassett, that's offline. Pau Havilono just checked in, getting the rebound. And that's going to do it for the first 10 minutes of action Hot Dog Easter were down by 12. They are now up by 2 at the end of the first quarter, 25-23 against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Second quarter when we return.